What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hope you are doing well. And a quick note on collaborations, because sneakers have seemed to be now defined by collaborations. Collaborations with a brand and an artist, a brand and an ice cream company, a brand and another brand. There are just collaborations everywhere you look. Some are great. It's why we love them. Some are just okay. Others are just unnecessary trash. But of course, we might think one of those three things about all of them. We don't all agree, which is great, because that means that you could probably get something that you really want that nobody else is really feeling, and you can get a good price for it. Now, while that's great, there seems to be a sentiment that things are getting over collaborized in sneakers. Like, brands are just kind of lazily throwing out collaborations to just about anybody who wants to do them, and there's not as much story or thought put into them. But even though that happens from time to time, there are those collaborations that remind us why we love these types of releases so much. And today, I think I've got my hands on a pair. And thankfully, I think a lot of folks were sleeping on these, and maybe it's just me, but that's just how I feel. You let me know what you think about these down in the comments below. Also, check out some other helpful links, my favorite sneaker books, among other things. Those links help me out, so appreciate you patronizing the channel. Now, let's get into today's sneaker. These are the New Balance by Staud 5740s in a fantastic green and yellow colorway. I mean, come on. Before we get into the finer details, let's take a closer look. Guys, now that you've seen these up close, these are the 5740 model of the New Balance by Staud collaboration. Now, Staud or Staud, or however you pronounce this, is mainly a women's focused brand, and they just released a dope collection with New Balance that is not just the shoes. There is also a whole line of tennis wear, as well as some really dope boxing gear as well. Some pretty nice looking boxing shorts. Now, these were all women's releases. However, the shoes were released as unisex, so I went ahead and caught myself a pair. But a lot of people kind of slept on this release, and so it was very easy for me to get my pair. They are sold out now, but there's not a frenzy in the aftermarket for these. Now, one area where I feel like collaborations can kind of elevate themselves and separate themselves from other collaborations is all in the presentation. So in this particular instance, this has got a really dope shoebox. I've never seen this kind of shoebox from New Balance before. It clearly looks like it's one that was done special for this collaboration. There's a nice stripe pattern on it. And then when you open the box, on the back of the top there, it says Classic Then, Classic Now, New Balance Staud. Again, looks great, attention to detail. You like to see just a little bit of more printing and ink being used here, not just a plain old back cardboard box there. On the inside, you've got the branded tissue paper as well, and then you get a dope shoe bag. It looks great, and it's just, again, it's elevating that feeling of this is a special release. This isn't just a normal 5740. You're getting more for your money here in terms of presentation, in terms of what you get with the sneaker. You also get a nice pair of minty green laces as well. So overall, I'm very impressed with the presentation and what has come with this shoe. And now let's talk a little bit more about the shoe itself. First off, you notice the colorway, right? This colorway is super dope. I'm a big fan of it. I'm also a big fan of greens on my shoes, especially for the summertime. And this has got kind of an Easter vibe, but more of like a lighter pastel-y color vibe going on here. I really like the way that is done with this kind of subdued yellow, a little bit more of a pop of yellow on the end there, and then this nice minty green you see going around as well. Blends well with the white midsole and a little bit of a gray outsole to cap it off. Overall, dope colorway, and I think the silhouette of the 5740 lends itself to this nice kind of color palette. When it's built out right, this layering technique that they do with the upper really makes the colors shine and blend together well. So, with the right 2 to 3 colors, you will have pretty much, it's a fail-safe formula for making a dope 5740. As far as materials go, it's a ton of suede, ton of really nice suede, and then when you don't see suede on here, you will see this mesh on the toe box and creeping underneath the end here. And like I said, there's a lot of layering done here, so the suedes are layered up, and it feels great and it looks great. It's a very impressive shoe to look at, in my opinion. opinion. I really just dig everything about it, especially the way the colors and materials meld together. Now, some other touches of collaboration here. You've got the New Balance by Staud on the top here at the tongue. You have that also inside on the sock liner. You have Staud embossed, or debossed I should say, near the heel here, and then nice little dope choice on the back of the tongue here. It says the intelligent choice. So not a dope choice, it's an intelligent choice. And you know, I gotta say there is definitely a hierarchy of how you're shopping your sneakers, and I thought about that when I saw this, just kind of like, you know, you could be someone that just kind of looks at whatever StockX is pumping at the moment, whatever release that is, and just pay up and buy those sneakers. And like, are you really making a decision for yourself? I mean, that to each their own. Buy the sneakers, buy whatever you want. I mean, I really don't care at the end of the day, but I feel like as a collector, and as fellow collectors probably feel, there are those who just buy whatever's hyped, and then there are those who take a more discerning approach to their sneaker purchasing, and that's what this intelligent choice reminded me of there, because this sneaker in particular, if you're into this thing, it's not something that's going to be all over social media. It's not going to get you triple-digit likes on your IG. It's not going to get you the clout that I think a lot of people look for on the internet these days with hyped sneaker releases. You're buying this because you like this, and you're even paying up a little bit because you really like this. And I think there's a lot to like with this sneaker in terms of aesthetics and silhouette. I think the 5740 is one of my favorite New Balance models to rock right now. Aside from looks, this thing is mad comfortable, and it's a different kind of comfort than what you would have with, say, an Ultra Boost or an Air unit going through the entire midsole and something from Nike. It's just got a really solid platform, but not solid and stiff in the way like a rubber sole might be. This has just got a really well done, sturdy, foam-based platform that feels great. It feels like a sneaker that's an all-day wearer. So comfort, check. Design, check. Colorway, check. It's hard for me to find much I don't like about this sneaker. And now looking at terms of build quality, material quality, the suede is hitting very nice. The suede feels and looks great, and you know, aside from maybe comparing this to like a made in USA or made in the England release from New Balance, I don't see much to dislike in terms of the stitching quality, in terms of the build quality overall. This thing looks fantastic. And so that does it for me, guys, on this video of the New Balance by Staud 5740 in a supremely dope yellow and green colorway. Great summer sneaker, casual, everyday use, super comfortable sneaker. I highly recommend you try to get your hands on either a standard 5740 for a great price point, or one of these 5740 collaborations that have been dropping recently. With that being said, let me know what you think about these bad boys down in the comments below. I'd love to chop it up with you guys down there. Also, consider checking out some of the links down in the description. I have some helpful links in terms of what gear I use. If you are curious about how I make these videos, I've got my Amazon shop link there with everything that I use, and if you happen to cop something off of Amazon after hitting one of those links, it helps me out. I very much appreciate that. I also have my favorite sneaker books, as well as cleaning agents to keep your kicks clean. You guys got to keep the kicks clean with the protective shoe spray and the cleaning products, so that stuff is linked down in the description. So that being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you will stick around, hit that like and subscribe, and join us for the next one. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.